Should I just propose to her at the end of this? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck now. Yeah.
Surprise.
We already did it. We eloped. What's up, y'all? It's your boy OTO Slick Nick, and I am here with
Shug.
yeah,
The Shugster.
and welcome to the Slick and Shug podcast. So today we got a pretty interesting topic, controversial topic, and we are going to do our best to be mindful of those who are watching, and we're gonna watch our tone. We're gonna watch our language.
Why are you looking at me?
Is
it controversial?
It's not really that controversial.
I was gonna say,
I gotta set it up. You know what I'm saying? Let me set it up, and they're gonna be like, "That's the topic." Yeah. But no. But yeah, it is kind of. It depends on how you look at it, and so yeah, just be mindful that this is our experiences. This is how we feel about it, and
This is our podcast.
yeah, this is definitely our podcast. But yeah, enough of the shenanigans. Today's topic is, when are y'all getting married? When are y'all getting married? Should I propose to her at the end of this? Tell the truth. Should I just propose to her at the end of this? Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck now. Yeah.
Surprise.
We already did it. We eloped, which we're gonna get into later. But yeah, I guess the first question, we're gonna start it off a little light, and we're just gonna go. Do you get offended when people ask you that question?
When people ask, like, when are we getting married?
When you get married, like, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I can't say, like, I get offended, because to me, it, like, just shows that people see, like, our relationship and how we treat each other, us as individuals, and how well we compliment each other, and, like, you know, like, okay, like, what's the hold up? Like,
Right.
you know? But, like, when, you know how you keep getting asked something, and you like, dang. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You almost want to say, we not. Just so you can stop asking me. Like,
yeah, I can feel it.
but it's like, I kind of, it's both with me. Like,
Yeah.
because sometimes, and I don't have an answer. What do you mean? Like, when y'all get married? He got proposed to me, y'all.
Oh, true. So
so
on
I'm
your
like-
end, you like, I can't control that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why
But
I
is
wrote
it a
the shit
together
down.
thing? I don't know. I'm new to this.
What?
Is it like, do we agree on, like, all right, you know, my body's in shape, okay, you know, like, you know, or do we look at it like financially, like, all right, this is a good time, or is it purely off love? Because to me, if it was off love, I'd have did it when I was flat broke, and I just got you a ring,
Yeah.
and it would have been worth like $130. You know what I mean? So for me, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. How did you gauge it? We new to this. We don't know.
I don't know how you gauge that, because I don't know. I mean, I feel like for different people, it's different stuff.
Right.
I don't think, like, because number one, if we were to get engaged today or tomorrow,
Right.
like, we can have a wedding. If we even decide, like, you know, we can move at the way we want to move, like the pace.
Absolutely.
So it's like, I know some people, like, wait until, you know, they can afford a big wedding.
Yeah.
And I know some people do it. They get proposed, and then they go to the courthouse that Monday, and, like, then that's it. Like, you know, so I don't know. I just think it's when the time is right, and we'll know, because, you know.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, it's no rush, it's no pressure from either one of us. We know what our end goal is, so it's just like.
Yeah, and I think that's my thing. I think, first of all, on my end, why I feel like if somebody, like when the guys ask me, like, what's taking y'all so long? I don't get offended by the question, to answer the question. Like, I don't get offended because, like you said, I do look at it as like, kind of like a moment. Like, they looking at it like, hey, it's something there. Y'all got something good going. But I think for me, I'm business minded. I'm like super understanding now of growing into learning about business and finances. And I personally, I think my one and only thing that I could think about of like, why wait, other than obviously your mom and your stepdad got married recently, and you know what I mean, just like him proposing first. I think, yeah, definitely, I think that kind of put a push on it when I really was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, this is getting good. It's about that time, feeling wise, you know. I think also for me, I know the benefits of like not being married and like purchasing properties and when you do stuff together in marriage and like, you know what I mean, credit wise. And so I'm just looking at all the benefits and making sure that we fully A1 before doing it. Like I have seen after doing my research, of course, like buying a property and what less property tax or what less, you know what I mean? It's just like a lot of benefits. So,
Yeah.
you know, I say that from that perspective. That's been my only like, well, what if? I don't think it's no other holdback. I think I love you. I think I'm in love with you. I fool
Same.
with you. If him, you skate, you skate. But yeah, Gene, I love you for real.
I know.
I love you. But no, I think it's just that. Like as far as like, pushback. Now on a one-on-one level, me to you, I always kind of gauged it off like, dang, when would she be ready? Like, I never saw me proposing us living in one bedroom. I just didn't see it.
Not too much.
I'm telling you for real. I'm like, bruh,
that place
it
got
ain't
us
even.
through.
It did, and I appreciate it to
Yeah.
this day. Like for real, y'all. We was living with $600 rent, man, bruh.
I'm hurt. We ain't gonna talk about it. I'm still hurt.
We'll get it.
Because if it was up to me, we would still be there. But hey,
But no, we got to level up, man. You got to level up in life. But absolutely, I just wanted to start see where we getting, you know, somewhere as far as that goes. But when it comes to the ring, I think I wanted to get like I've asked previous times like what's your ring? Of course, I got your size already, but I was like, what's your
my vibe.
what's your
style.
vibe with a ring? You want
We gotta go. We haven't even went like ring shopping. That's not
I
even
feel like that's a
we've done.
giveaway.
No, but ladies, I feel like that's a give me what I want. Don't,
But I mean,
don't waste
I
your
could
money.
do something off the back and then no, because
But
you can
how is it
always sell a ring.
But how is it a giveaway when we already know the end goal already? We know this year, possibly.
Yeah.
So it's like, but we don't want to cut out the middleman and have you having to take my stuff. You already got my ring side, like you know.
Yeah.
It need to like fit, and yeah. What I remember what I tell you, I send you shoes that I like hey, if you want to buy me some shoes, I'm sending you what I like.
Okay,
Don't give me no Jordans I don't want.
I feel you. Start sending the rings over.
No, we gotta go try those.
Okay, I got you. But yeah, so far I've only seen you try on rings in like Pandora. I'm not about to get no Pandora.
But you can
ring.
still like the shape. It's okay. Just tell him money.
Okay. Which was, I mean, I got your mama and I got your money.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Hey, mama.
I don't think I ever go wrong with them two. So
Yeah.
And you don't know, we might have been talking behind your back already. You know.
They don't know what I like. Cause one thing about my cousin. No, I don't. My mama got my back. But my cousin, she ain't gonna let nothing like that slide at all.
For sure.
She like, this is what Daisha want.
Oh, yeah. She was like, Nick, you gonna get her that?
Right.
But yeah, moving along, I would say like, how often do you think it's asked?
A lot.
I think everywhere we go.
Yeah.
I think everywhere we go.
Yeah.
By the same people consistently too.
Yeah, but even like new, like recently.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like even within this week, I met somebody new that you know, and it was like, yeah, when y'all get married?
When the wedding.
And it's just always that awkward.
I don't want no over the top, right? It ain't on that, huh? Like
I don't know.
I'm talking about like a Tyler Perry, like why?
The
like
angel
that
from
angel.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
What was it called?
You feel me?
Paris in the
Yeah,
springtime.
Paris in the spring.
No,
You don't want all that.
nah, that's crazy. That's expensive.
Okay.
And two, I don't know. And most people that do ask us are married. But y'all know how much y'all pay for y'all wedding. Come on now.
Truthfully.
Come on now.
Truthfully.
Come on, everybody.
Truthfully.
Listen, that's a lot.
No, for real. And I think, like I say, I think for me, I'm on a like, I don't want you to have to think about budget.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, we go there, we on that. Like, I don't want you to think about how much this finna nothing. I don't want to at all.
But that's me anyway. Even
But
when
yeah.
stuff around here, I'm like, nah. Even grocery shopping, Nick pick up something name. I'm like, Nick, that's $10, and this Kroger brand is the same. For both.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel
so
that.
I'm always naturally gonna do that.
Yeah. So now, when y'all eating with gold plasticware, it's gonna be real gold plasticware, but y'all eating on paper plates. Just know that was a battle that we had back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. She rather.
Cause me, and then that's another thing that we could. That's I guess that could be like a little hot take as well. We can get into later. Like, it was like I listen to the radio, y'all. I may be lame, but I love listening to the radio.
You're not lame, baby.
Some people be like, he might even be talking about me. But it was this thing, and they was asking they was having a wedding, and somebody did like a cover charge, basically $50.
For their wedding.
Yes. So like when you get an invite, just sending your $50 because that's like your plate. That's your meal, your drink, your like that's everything like a plate. Yeah. It was like a big debate where it was like, are they tripping or does it make sense?
I think that's innovative. I don't think a lot of people would be receptive to it. And to me personally, right? Yeah. I think I would have to do something like that. Knowing so many people, I would either, because I was down to two things. Doing the destination wedding, and my loved ones I know who got it and who don't, or I know who gonna really like. Okay, I take that time to go see Nick and Daisha get like or yeah, like you know what I mean. Yeah. And now that's gonna cancel out the kids coming. That's gonna cancel out this part. Like you know what I mean. This person ain't got their stuff together, so they spent their last trying to come. That's gonna cancel all that out in a way.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it, kind of like destination wedding or cover charge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll kind of start to sever between who really want to be there.
Like, cause cover charge.
Yeah, because I don't want people to. My thing is, I know a lot of people. I don't want a lot of people that I know to get away in my family, or a lot of people that you know get in the way of your family. And I got like real, like you made me your child's godparent, or like real people, real relationships. You know, I don't play about my relationships. Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know. Like, I think for me, I'm like, all right. Then you brought up a very good point saying like go live. And now those who would like to attend or, still be there, still feel the energy and just.
That's my idea. That was very.
Oh, okay. That's tough.
She did that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because hers was in Mississippi. We from Arkansas.
Yeah.
Everybody wasn't able to make it. So I feel like some people, I might do that. Some people going to get a link.
Okay.
Because if it like, if we do have it here, and if we did have it here, I know where it would be.
Right.
But it's going to be a link.
Yeah, and you don't got no friends. You only got cousins and family.
Okay, I got family.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, imagine you can't name 5 people that'll be on your side. Like, I'm saying 5 bridesmaids.
Wow.
I'm asking, but I'm saying, like, that's another thing. That's another back and forth.
But we already talked about that.
Yeah, but I was like, what is the?
Why I gotta be friends?
No, it don't have to be friends. Cause I don't have no friends.
Have to bring up, I ain't got no friends.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I don't have no friends. Like, I got people that's not blood, but that's family though. Like, Dooley, Crater, like, these are real.
Okay.
Like, like I was Dooley's best man.
Okay, but you had to throw me on the bus by not having no friends.
That wasn't one of those.
It was. But you ain't got no friends.
No, I'm saying that's another like pain point where we'll meet. Like, what do we do? Like, that's another thing to figure out. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, my.
Yeah, I ain't trying to.
It's
sorry.
fine.
I'm sorry, baby.
Nope.
On this beautiful Valentine's
wedding.
Day,
It's fine. I'm good.
Sorry,
I have no friends, y'all.
So you heard
there we go.
No wedding.
I was never put on having friends in the wedding anyway, so it was always family with me.
Family only.
Yeah.
That's an easy decision for you though.
Okay.
That's not easy for me. So I'm saying
that's your problem.
Yeah, that's literally right.
That is your problem.
You're
I'm so sorry.
But that's the day that we become one. So my problems are not your problems. Yes.
Because I know how to handle my problems. You the one like to be friends.
If you don't get an invite, just know Shug, it wasn't me. I'm fine.
You're gonna get an invite to watch it live.
Yeah.
You're gonna get an invite.
Yeah.
It may not have the address on it. It's gonna have a good link on there.
Yeah. Be one of the most watched.
Hey.
Most watched.
Put it on YouTube. Yeah. Might make some money out of it.
Yeah. Break a record-breaking wedding. No telling.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna let God do whatever He do, man. There's no telling, bro. With that being said, do you even want to get married? Dang. So I don't think I ever asked you that.
I mean, yeah.
I don't like that answer.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah.
It wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
It's like, yeah.
Like, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I grew up, like, seeing marriages.
Yeah, and I asked you that when we first got together.
Yeah. I grew up seeing that.
Yeah.
So, like,
That really means something. Like, walk in and everybody got rings on their finger.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
I never.
And I looked at that. I looked at that engaged if you was girlfriend or wifey material, because I'm like, okay, who do you run to? When you told me you didn't have no like real like close friends, like, you know what I mean? That felt good, because I'm like, all right, now when she bicker or if I'm doing something that she don't like, who she running and telling? And then you really blew my mind when you was just like, nah, that ain't for me. We're not doing that. Like,
Yeah.
our problems is our problems. And then whatever I tell you, you got to think they're going to not like you because of whatever I done.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
Yeah, I made that mistake like when I was younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell
High
nobody.
school, yeah.
Yeah.
Telling about the person, oh, they did this and that and the third. And they like,
Incident.
okay.
They never want to hear
leave
about
'em.
you again.
I
Right,
hate 'em.
right.
And then you don't.
And then now you look stupid
yeah,
because
you over it, and they still mad.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I feel that. That's
But
good.
yeah, I grew up around just seeing healthy marriages. Like, when I say grow up, I think they were already like 20 years in.
Never.
Yeah, you know, it's like my great.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So,
That's tough.
yeah. And I told you I spent a lot of time with like all of my granny siblings growing up, like
Yeah.
significant amount of time with each one of them. So, yeah.
It's just like, it's real. And you see, like, real hold you down, good love.
Yeah. And then that, and then like with my Uncle Willie and Curl side.
Yeah.
Like we family. So, you know, I see like what marriage can bring.
Yeah.
Like just families and like you see them like you like, oh, that's your cousin? Like, yeah, it is.
Right.
Like I don't see like I told you just technically like, okay, by blood, like we not, but I grew up with them.
Right.
Like
You know why I want to get married?
why?
Because I'm hard head. It's not a lot of like my granny wasn't married. Like she had a boyfriend that was her boyfriend like forever. She died first. She had like a medical whatever. They missed it's like malpractice. So they gave her the wrong medicine. She had an allergic reaction. But she had a boyfriend. My New Orleans grandma, my dad's side granny, yeah. But yeah, I ain't really see it. Like my mom and dad not married, you know what I mean? So I ain't never really see it. So I'm hard headed. I like a challenge, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm gonna get married then. I ain't having no kids till I'm married. And that's not a shot at nobody that got kids, but like for me, like you know what I'm
it's like
saying?
a challenge,
like yeah, people around me smoke weed. I ain't knocking you for smoking your weed, like do your thing. But something like you gotta think for yourself. So that was my way of like thinking for myself. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna wait till I'm married to have kids. That was me being purely hard. If everybody was around, I wholeheartedly believe if everybody was around me was like married, I would have been like, yeah, I'm straight. Wholeheartedly too. I'm dead serious. I'm that type of, you know, hard head, bro. Just like for real. Yeah, and I'm all about fulfilling my inner child. And my inner child said, like, bro, just wait. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wait. It's gonna feel better. Like, you know, everybody in this house got the same last name. You know, she got a ring. Yeah. For real. And it's funny because my mom and dad got the same last name. I got their last name, but never married.
That's funny, interesting.
No, for real.
Weird.
For real.
Funny.
Yeah.
Dang.
And I almost like caught myself dating somebody because they had the same last name as me. I'm like, my mom and dad did it. You know? But yeah. Swear. I was like, nobody gotta change their name.
It would have been a pattern.
Right. 100%. 1000% it would have been a pattern.
Yeah.
What kind of wedding do you want to have? Big, small? I know we kind of just got into it a little bit, but
we did kind of touch on
like
it.
small, big, in detail. Like small, big. I'm doing my homework right now, y'all.
I would say I would want it real intimate, but like,
For real?
yeah,
Dang.
an intimate. You can gauge that on however you think, like 100, 150. But you know, it's easy.
That's intimate to you?
But it's like it's easy to fill that up.
150.
Yeah, cause like,
Okay.
say I invite cause you got to think like plus ones.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So like it could be that one person. So like if I say my uncle, he
Yeah.
has a plus one.
Yeah.
That's already two bodies right there.
Okay.
So yeah, it's easy to fill it up.
Okay.
Because I used to be like, dang, you got 500 people at your wedding, but when you know a lot of people and them a lot of people's got another person,
Yeah.
it's easy too. But I say intimate. That's something intimate, and I want like, I don't know. I don't know. So before me starting to work in the wedding industry, I said I just wanted to do like a reception, right? But now, still the reception, I still want the reception to be crazy, like a big party, because I do see how the top of the day goes on the wedding to the end. Like the top is like those nerves and, you know, that anxious and, oh my God, I might cry. Like, you know, and then at the end, you like, especially like on the bride standpoint, like I see the bride relax. Like when I first get there taking pictures, like they're just kind of like, oh, okay. By the end of the day, they got their veil around their head, like just really kicking it, like it's because it's over, like it's the party, it's the fun thing. So I'd say I still want like the reception aspect. I know it's gonna be wild, crazy fun, just based off of like just gauging how my mama's was, how my family is, how your family is. I know it's gonna be dope regardless. But now, like I said, since I do see like the whole day of a wedding, I do like the aspect of the first look. I do like the aspect of, my mama helping me get me in my dress and all that other stuff. And then, us having our moment and then just walking down the aisle. Like I'm like, oh, okay, like I get it. Like once cause before working, I was like, nah, I don't really care about that. Let's just have a party. Let's kick it.
Yeah.
The party's still important, but I'm like that nervousness of how the day, like the night before the wedding,
Bridezilla and all that.
I wouldn't even go there.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
No.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, some people it is like give bridezilla, but like I can understand because it's nerves, like you want to make sure everything is in order. Right. But even just that, and then but just like the relief, like the other day, I'm like, okay.
I'm getting nervous thinking about it, bro.
Like now my TikTok algorithm is more catered to that, so I'm seeing, the POVs of the groom watching the bride walk down, and they got that one tear, they trying not to cry, or like the different little. I'll see like one bride does this, and I'm like, oh, like that's really cute. I never thought about that, or oh, that's really. So I'm like, I guess they gonna kind of
right. No, that's dope though. You really in the wedding industry, so you really get to see it all.
I get to see it all.
You literally get to see
bad.
it. Right. And so that builds a rapport of like what you want. And you see the damage, but you also see the successes.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's all. Yeah, I just think for that core memory, like I'm like, I think that's necessary.
Okay.
So it's giving intimate. I still don't want no big like shebang, but I do just intimate. I want like very nice decorations, very nice color scheme. Everybody, bridesmaids got nice colors. You got a nice suit.
Right.
Everything is just very cohesive. But then at the party is cash money taking over the nine. Right, and then when you walk into your song, maybe some gun, I walk into mine. Like, we both walk in together, or like the groomsmen type vibe. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. Wedding ceremony, small and intimate, but reception like a party, like big, like party?
I think like the overall would be intimate.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like who's seeing us get married and stuff is who's on.
I got you.
This ain't no club.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that'll be dope.
That's respectful. I ain't mad at that.
Nothing too crazy. No angels hanging from the ceiling.
And you could, like, to me, my mindset was always like, bro, we could elope. Like
that was me
I
too.
didn't even know that was a word though. But what my mindset was taking it to, like, bro, if we just go down to the courthouse, $40, spend that whole whatever budget that you thought you had for this wedding. Bruh, take off from whatever jobs, whatever, like just call off and they gonna understand this your honeymoon. It's always honeymoon relief. Your job gonna understand.
Yeah.
So we just got married. We finna go spend 2 weeks and we finna tour. We on a world tour.
Yeah.
Wherever you wanna go, 6 different countries, like whatever, like, but for 2 weeks straight, back to back, woe out when we come back. I need another week off.
Yeah.
Cause we gotta recover and get my mind back together.
Yeah.
But like I always thought of that. And you don't gotta put no budget on nothing. Because you got the fool, you done already went crazy. This is like you did the cheap wedding route. So now you really get cause in my mind, I always like, bro, it's really about me and her.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to create this big arbitrage for everybody.
Else,
you know what I'm saying? And I was joking earlier, but I don't feel no type of guilt. If you didn't get an invite, it's not a hatred thing. It's not nothing like that. You know what I mean? I do value our relationship, but this is something sacred, you know, to us. This is something sacred to our family. So I would definitely see, like, even it'll be some family members upset. Like, we don't talk every day. Yeah. So it's like if it came down to the decision of somebody that changed my diaper not getting you in there, you will have the link. You will
and
have the link.
And I do remember that. Yeah, here's the link, babe.
But you weren't as close. You weren't pivotal in
our relationship.
You weren't hands-on you didn't play a part in our relationship. Yeah. Now, if it was my birthday, come. Yeah. If it's my retirement party, come.
Yeah.
But this is my wedding, so like it has to make sense with you and me.
Yeah.
That's your side too. It might be some people hurt on your side, but this has to make sense to both of us getting married. Like you know what I mean? So Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm there for it.
I
1,000%.
think too.
I think we're on
I
the
would
same
really
page now.
like for you to like shadow me for like a wedding, just so
Yeah.
you can see like, and not watch me, just watch what goes on, like just from top to like setting up, and
Yeah.
then
You forgot I worked the weddings?
I'm talking about like I don't know what was you doing.
I was everything. So I've been in bartender before. I worked the reception only. I've also worked the ceremony. But your mom's wedding probably was the most hands on. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously the ones I worked, but I mean like that I ain't have to work. Probably the most insight that I've seen and close to the person that's getting married and felt the emotion wise.
I think it's I don't know. I still don't think it's the same because I think even when like seeing the behind the scenes, because you seen the behind the scenes with Rico.
Yeah.
You didn't see like I get to see everybody. I get to see everything. I get to see the behind the scenes of the people that's setting up. I like I got to figure out my thing like what I'm gonna do, just ideas, and I got to get to know the bride groom, like make everybody feel comfortable, and then they're behind the scenes separately, and then they're behind the scenes because you haven't seen. I mean, I'm sure you've seen Mama and Rico's first look, but
Yeah.
like typically it's private. Like you've never seen that private moment, like of just like it's
Yeah.
it's the same, like, and then like the reception, all that stuff, like that's after the chaos. That's the party time. Bartender, that's party. Like
Yeah.
that's different. But like just the whole build up from the day, it's just like I would want you to see that.
Yeah. That
And then it's
portion.
different, like
Yeah, I
how
never
different
saw it
people
through that
run their stuff.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
like
For
what
sure.
Mama and them did at their wedding, it's like of course some things like were the same, but just like the way it happened is different than like how I typically experience
Yeah,
it.
and I've watched some of the prettiest weddings on y'all's page. Yeah, I've watched some of the most prettiest weddings on there,
Yeah.
and just even you showing me the full breakdown video of what you've done, I'm like, I never
Yeah.
been to nothing like that, or I didn't know this much about a wedding.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't
'cause
see
I'm,
that.
I'm still learning. I'm like, dang.
In my mind, I don't want to learn all that. Just tell me what I.
And then too, it's not for you to learn. Like
Right, you
that's not
feel
like
me?
a thing typically guys are really interested in.
I don't
But
care.
just from somebody who was like, nah, well, I'm
But
good.
that's another
Now I'm
thing.
like,
That's a whole nother topic. Like I don't. I like that you working weddings, but I don't want you to lose the magic of like wedding. Oh my God, I don't want you to lose that magic. Like I've done theater, I've been in plays, I've acted. You know what I mean? So like you lose, especially when you study it, you lose the magic of like a commercial. You lose because you're seeing it from a different lens now. You lose the like I can't even watch certain shows with you. I'm like, man, that's horrible acting, but you don't know the arbitrage that they're trying to create. Like you don't know
Yeah.
that. So, but I lost magic in like, oh, this is the brand new feeling of a movie. I lost that, and I don't want you to lose that like wedding. Granted, it's gonna be your day, so the light is all
Yeah.
on you. But I mean, I don't
I don't
know.
think I lose the magic. 'Cause everything is different.
Yeah.
Everyone is different.
Right.
So like, no wedding is really the same for real, or
Okay.
at least the people.
Okay.
So it's
So
different.
even though it's a wedding, like
Yeah,
it'll
like
be a little
we know
bit
what
of
we're
things
there
that
for.
you,
Yeah, it's different stuff.
Okay.
So I don't think so.
Okay. And to wrap this episode up, Daisha called me one day. So Shug FaceTimed me and she was like, baby, I need you to look at this with me. And so she shared her screen. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, what is it? She was like, so go ahead
So
if
I'm
you
gonna
want to
say
get
yes.
into it.
Let me jump into
She know more
it.
about it than I do.
So there is a show on Netflix. I think it's only on Netflix. It's called The Ultimatum, and it's basically a show where couples go on there, and one person is giving the other person an ultimatum whether on get married or not. So yeah, I was happening just to check my emails. I'm really bad at checking my emails, and
Yeah,
I
same.
did. It's like the emails that's linked to my TikTok. So I have emails people in case people want to like collab or whatever. And yeah, I got this email from
Was it a personal email or was this like the Slick and Shug email?
no, it was my DC and
Your
Dish.
personal, okay.
Yeah. That's the one I got linked to that one.
Okay.
And then that one, like, it's not a clickable link. Like, you actually have to, like, copy and paste and put it in and. So I was like, But, yeah, basically it was from a lady. I might put it up right here. But basically it was from a lady who is a part of the team.
The creative.
That gets, the casting team or whatever.
Yeah.
And she had mentioned, like, a video that me and him had did specifically. I think it was like the photo shoot one that we had, either the Valentine's Day or the Christmas one. It was an old video that we had on my TikTok.
Yeah.
And that's how it kind of like, man, is this legit? Because she actually bringing up like she actually went through my page and looked type of vibe. Yeah, and it was basically her just asking like if we were interested in doing a show. She told me what the show was about, which I was already familiar with it, and just said what it was about, what we would like have to do, and all this other stuff. And to me, the only reason why I had even told Nick about it is because we watch the
Love Island,
Balloon Pop, and he's always like, I wonder what it would be like to be on one of those shows.
And I like that. Like, we love love, bro. We watched it all day. Yeah. I love, bro. So, like, any connections, any matches, all that, I be loving that.
But to me, it turns me off of it because I'm like, the drama that comes with it. So, it was always like that would be cool, just like an experience. But the internet, I'm like,
and then after
too,
like I wasn't familiar with it until I watched the show, and I was like, nah, this is like you spending very intimate time with somebody else, and like you got to lay in the bed with them.
Yeah,
and,
so
like
the show is so basically you go there with your couple. So me and Nick would go, and so say one of us would have to feel like one of us has to want to get married, and the other one has to have pushback.
Yeah,
number one off rip. That's
we
not us.
We already automatically disqualified.
Yeah. So when you get there, basically talking about the other person and why you gave them the ultimatum, and it's like if we don't want to get married by the end of this episode, by the end of this season, we're splitting ways.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So two, that's not really us. If one person ain't ready to get married, I ain't finna break up with them. I think it would be like some conversation, like that's not like a deal breaker, right? Like
Yeah.
So the thing is, I think
and a lot of them, when we watched the episode, 3 of the couples like had already proposed and the other one said no. Yeah. Or like the other one had asked like, "Are you going to propose multiple times?"
Yeah.
And the other person was just kind of like, "No." We just like honestly just been hustling and get so lost in the hustle. Yeah. We're not even really on like I want to build a lifestyle and then let's get rid. So yeah.
And then with the show, so like the challenge is you have to basically break up on the show and then date one of the other couple.
Okay.
Person. Their partner.
Yeah.
So then you have to figure out, and then y'all would have to match. Number one, you have to make sure the person that you wanted to match with you. Yeah. Because if not, that's awkward. Already.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we would have had problems in that. Like, you're attractive. I find you very attractive. But that's the one thing she said. She was like, "No, y'all are a really good looking couple.
Yeah.
I think y'all would do good on it."
I'm like,
I be wondering too. That's another question. We'll get into that later. What do y'all see?
So, and then so you match with somebody else, and then I think you have like a 3-week trial period. It's a trial marriage. You have a 3-week or some month, whatever, trial marriage, and you're basically sharing an apartment with this complete stranger who you match with or whatever. On the show, if you're familiar with it, y'all know what be happening on the show. So people actually go full through with the whole dating somebody else. We broke up, and they do whatever they do because you're sleeping in the same bed with the other person and spending all day and all that other stuff. And as well as like your person too. So it's like that you could be doing so it's a lot. And I think I enjoy the show, but just from like the things that you have to do on there and then just the overall concept.
It's like it's a setup almost, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
kind
of like a test.
Concept is like, that's not what we own. I'm not begging.
The overall concept of the show.
Of the show, yeah. That's not what we own.
I got you. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I'm not waiting on you to propose. I'm not, nudging you. Hey. You're not. Yeah. You didn't propose to me, and I told you no.
Yeah, and I think that's been the pushback. I mean, I've never felt nothing from it. Like, you know what I mean? I never felt you like rushing me. So
I got the email. I read it. Was trying to check, see if this is like a credible source. From what it looked like, it was pretty credible.
Yeah, I think it was very credible.
Yeah. And so I sent it to him because in my head, I just wanted to delete it, throw it away. And I was like, man, this is something he's always said. So I love him this much to where if he was down, I'd go on the show. If we could agree you know, whatever. If we both seen eye to eye, like to do it or not to do it, or if we wanted to, like I would do it. But I send it to him because I'm like, hey, let me know because I need to get in the gym, I get my body together.
I'm not gonna be in for the millions, and yeah,
These girls' bodies be snatched, and I need to know.
I feel that.
Just I need to know the timeline so I can go on an extreme keto diet, something, juice cleanse.
I definitely would have.
Man,
Boy,
we would have been like 50 Cent on that movie nobody watched.
yeah, wait.
But
Stop bringing up that movie, man. Stop bringing up that movie because nobody definitely watched it.
it was gonna get serious.
Yeah, but no, it was definitely gonna get crazy. But also, to be honest, to speak to that, it shocked me for you to say that, like to have that much love and respect for not only yourself but for me, like to feel like like I'm confident in who I'm with, because I felt the same way.
Yeah.
When you initially brought it to me, I'm like, man, I do it just to kind of prove a point. You know what I mean? Show my hard headedness. Like I ruined the show, but it's like, why go on? That's what I felt, because you know how we watch shows. And we feel like you messing up the vibe. Like, why even come? Yeah. That's the first thing that initially comes. Yeah. Don't lie. Go in. Who you know what I'm saying? We
definitely would have been lying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did, because now we would have turned into the villain, like most hated couple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all corny. Like, okay, just love each other and whatever. And I just feel like we would have been ruining the whole ultimatum, the ulterior motive of the exactly for what the show was worth. Yeah. I think it wasn't us at all. So I agree with it. But you did shock me too, saying like, I'm down if you down. Like that tore me up. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. That made me actually kind of dig into it more. When you first brought it to me and explained it, I'm like, no, I don't think that's nothing I want to do. Yeah. But then you was like, yeah, I was about to say, baby, because if you did, then I would have. Then that made me kind of think like, dang, well, are we missing out on the opportunity? But to me, it felt more a moment than movement. Mm-hmm. Going back like to what we was talking about previous episode, just like I'm big on movement. I know what we called to do. You know what I mean? We called to cultivate, and that ain't a way that we want to cultivate. So yeah, I was just like, but great opportunity. You know, for sure. If you know, to find real love. But I feel like I found it. I don't feel a rush. She not rushing me for a ring. I don't think I'm like, hey baby, when can I do, like, you know, I think it's mutual. It's very mutual. It's actually overly mutual over here. So, it wasn't for us, but grateful for the opportunity.
And if there's anybody else, you know, that has a couple show, that's not in that same category.
Or just like couples competing, I guess. I'd do that.
Or like a...
Or it could be like testy. It could be testy, but like the whole like Love Island, sleeping with some we ain't on
kissing other people.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna be somebody
kissing
else.
Challenges, kiss somebody else.
Because I'm gonna be you with her. So I don't have time for that.
We ain't on that, bro.
You don't want to watch me kiss nobody else.
I ain't
that's
in the
weird.
business of making her jealous. Like I don't think that's cute to me. Like you know what I'm saying. It never has, never will it be. Who I'm with is who I'm with. I'm pursuing marriage. You know what I mean? No matter how long it takes. I don't feel pressure at all. If it took 17 years, that's what it's going to take. Like, that's what it is. If it took 3 years.
Crazy.
It is, but I mean, in whose book, though? You know? What if we really wasn't ready? I feel you.
Yeah.
17 is wild. But I'm just saying, like, realistically, if it did.
We ain't on nobody's time.
Like, you know what I mean? We're on our time. What if you said, hey, I want to wait until we 20 years in? Okay, who got a problem with it? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So yeah, bigger than anybody is our decision. So that's where I'm at with it. I don't feel manipulated. I pray you don't feel manipulated. Yeah. I ain't holding back for no obscene reason. I feel like we on the same page with it, and I like where it's at.
I think it's just kind of one of those things where like people don't know. Yeah. That is, I wouldn't even say it's offensive, but like, you know, like people don't know that it's worrisome to ask. That's like, dang. Like, you know, that's almost like
it's a reminder. It's an unfriendly reminder.
I feel like it's people that's always going to ask us stuff. We get married. We are having kids. Okay? It's people that's asking us when we having kids before we even get married. And we know, like, the timeline that we on. It's like, dang. So I feel like it's always, people are always going to, we have one kid. Oh, when you having the second one? Oh, so when you... Yeah. Oh, so it's like it's almost, people just gotta realize, stop asking people questions.
Man, look, we dropping new merch. We rebranding our brand. If you want to ask us about any other things, like ask about OTO. Hey, what are you doing in the kids? Like, what you know what I mean? Ask us how we transforming these kids' lives out here. Ask how we reaching out to the youth. Yeah. Let's stay away from like those type of questions. Like that's something that we find sacred. That's our sacred life. If it wasn't for family, we probably wouldn't have a wedding. Like, you know, I probably just elope, boom, $40 real quick. We signed this agreement. And then boom, like, you know what I'm saying? We'll just go and you'll see us somewhere in Aruba or something, in a whole nother country, and we enjoying our married life. But yeah,
I just think everybody just, especially going into this new year, let's just be mindful of just, and not even just us, because I've witnessed people get weirded out when somebody else asks them a question.
Yeah.
Like,
Now,
hey, when you have like just some questions are inappropriate.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna
and
say.
not even because you don't know everybody's. So like the kid thing, you don't know everybody's thing. Somebody could be trying to have a kid. Like somebody might be married for like 2 years. And, hey, y'all ain't got no babies yet.
And
like somebody might be
trying,
infertile. So they might be really having. So it's just like mind your business. Is you married? Is you having kids? Is you? What you got going on?
And work on your marriage. Like, you feel me? Like, you know, we ain't in nobody's business, so we don't know. But I'm man, work on something in y'all life. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. And it's like I say, it's a thin line between we appreciate it because it's like, you care. Or either you being nosy, one of the two. Mm-hmm. So it's like a very thin line between like, like it's never really kind of annoying with family. Like our nucleus, our family members, like, okay, we get it. Yeah. But just like, I don't know. I think it really become a problem because y'all don't know how often we hear it. You get what I'm saying? And you could be rushing. Say we were like weak-minded and you rushed us and we rushed into it and we wasn't ready. And then now we broke up, but it was like that was your pressure. And like she said, it's not about us, but just like in general with everybody. Like that's people's sacred life. That's a sacred part of their life. Like, you know, talk about something else.
Real insensitive. Right. You know? And everybody's not on that same timeline.
Yeah, let it be what it is.
You feel like they should be on.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey. But at the end of the day, we know where we want to be. Yeah. And we're going to be married.
Yeah, for sure. Hands down.
When you say when, like, and then that just makes us feel weird because it's almost like he playing or it's like I'm playing. Yeah. When it's like, it's not that.
Or we
it's
playing.
Like,
it could look like,
we wasting each other's time.
I don't think they want to get married, which, I mean, to be truthful, if that's what we own, that's our business. That'd be the biggest thing. Above all else, it's our business on when. Yeah. You will get a notification.
Yeah.
Whether it's an invite to a social media watch, or if you're going to be there present, you get something in the mail.
Or you see pictures.
Like, regardless, like, just, I don't know, bro. That's my whole little,
because regardless, if we had kids, if whatever the case, you're going to probably know first by a picture.
Right.
By a post. So I suggest you might want to follow us and add us on everything.
Yeah, follow the social media. If you want to know any question probably that you can ask that ain't too personal, you gonna see it on social media.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear about it. You're gonna see, like, you know, we pretty open. What we find personal, you won't see on social media at all. Yeah. And even looking at our social media, you'll be surprised. Like, dang, that's kind of personal. But if it be light to us, like we so deep on other stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff we showing is nowhere near our personal life. Like, you know, we don't really have much to hide too, so it's kind of easier to be on social media. But a lot of the stuff that you're seeing, I promise you, it ain't not even a fifth of like what we really into, what we really passionate about, what we really. So yeah, nah. What you'll see is what you get.
It's been a great episode.
It has. This is a good one. It's an interesting one.
Before we close out for the show, as always, we want you to like, comment, and subscribe. But this time, I know we had y'all comment something else on the last video, but this video, I want y'all to comment how do y'all feel about, you know, how you feel about marriage, whether you're married or not. How do you feel about, you know, sometimes people asking questions that are sort of like insensitive. Mm-hmm. You know, just how do you feel about the overall, you know, aspect?
That's a good.
And even comment if you think we should have went on the show or not.
That's a very good.
Yeah. So I feel like, we should have a lot of good discussions in the comments.
Yeah, man. Let's chat it up, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's chat it up. Chat. Hey, well, yeah, man. Y'all got it here. Y'all heard it here first, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much, man. I hope it's been an eventful episode. I hope that we took your mind to a few different places. Hope this has been an advantageous episode.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Also, happy Valentine's Day to the lovers and the ones who are
lovers
working on
and friends.
Yeah, to the lovers and the friends. We do appreciate y'all so much for tuning in. Again, I cannot stress that enough. But yeah, subscribe, and share this with anybody that you know.
And we'll see y'all on the next episode.
Yeah.
All of my family, I really love the way that we getting it. I really straight out the city. And I got a plan and I'm really sticking with it. I ain't changing my poses in none of these pictures. If I said it, then you know I really mean it. If you sleep it, then you keep dreaming. I really mean it. I'ma give you niggas something to hate for a reason.